We lost 95% of our revenue recurring in a week. And we were like, okay, are we going to fold? Are we going to declare bankruptcy? I don't know if it's tenacity, grit, or just being stupid, but we decided to just keep going for it.
You're in LA, you're both at school,
Yeah.
and you guys just randomly start kicking it? How did
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
We weren't like super tight back in the day. It was only when I moved to New York that we like started hanging out
Wow.
a lot more.
Yeah.
And then we became really close and decided to move in together and wanted to deck out our entire apartment
Yeah.
with plants, make it feel more like home, more nature. And that whole process was terrible. Like we went to Home Depot searching for plants, worst quality.
So that's it, like roommates looking for plants.
Yeah. You got like over 300 plants in our apartment.
Really?
We started throwing houseplant parties out
Shut
of
the
our
fuck
apartment.
up.
Just
Yeah.
like
That's not-
music, booze.
It's not real.
Invite the
Things on the grill.
homies,
And get a plant.
sell plants, teach them about plants. And then eventually by like the third one, we don't know like half the people that were in our house. They just like found it through word of
No
mouth.
way.
Yeah, we'd make like public Facebook invites and Eventbrite links, and
Yeah.
people just come for the music and the food and
Maybe get a
vibes.
plant, maybe not.
Yeah.
No, it was a fun house for sure. And then it just naturally started growing from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like basically after our 5th plant party in our apartment,
Wow.
like, because right before that, Kay had whipped up the brand. People were like, yo, can I buy merch? Like, so that gave us confidence to be like, okay, our friends have a space. Maybe we start a retail store, see how it goes.
Yeah. And did you guys
With
have
dogs.
enough capital to do that? Did you raise money? Like, how did you guys think about the transition?
Bootstrap most of it.
Yeah, we started with like 70 grand in like open credit and like of our own money.
Wow.
So I think we put up like 25K in cash, and then the rest of it was credit card.
Was there ever a moment where you guys went to the venture capital seed firms and did the song and dance with the deck and how did that happen?
Yeah, so we ended up raising like 750 in pre-seed money in early 2020, like in January.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah, right before the pandemic.
Holy shit.
Like there was 1 week in March, like March 18th, I think, until like 24th. Like on the 18th, we had to shut down our doors. By like 2 or 3 days later, NYPD was patrolling downtown Manhattan. We couldn't even get into our own shop. Like you didn't know if it was airborne. You didn't know how long it was gonna go. There was no guidance.
Yeah.
And so we had a bunch of like expiring inventory at our store. We had like 50K in inventory of live plants, right? And like someone's got to water it, someone's got to tend to it. You got to like let it outside, get some sunlight. You got to sell
What
it.
did you do?
We threw up everything online. And we like asked our community, like, yo, if you like us as a brand, like help us through this time. We're gonna sell all these plants at a discount, and we need to get these moving. And we did like 25K days for like 3 days straight.
Holy
Our
shit.
community really rallied for us. We had like 30K followers at the time, and we just posted a bunch of stuff on our Instagram, like just being completely transparent and honest. Like, hey, look, this situation. If you guys need some plants or anything, like we're here for you. Just let us know, blah blah.
Yeah.
And like Ryan said, we hit like record-hitting days back to back from the community just coming out.
How do you guys care for your community? How have you thought of it? Like, do you say like this is where I want my community to be in 6 months? Like,
No, totally
you
organic.
You just listen to them and like answer their needs. That's pretty much it.
And have fun.
how's that
really.
yeah.
Just
What
have
do you mean
fun.
by that?
I mean, you just like a lot of those people from early on that we would deliver to, or like even our pop-up / retail store in Greenpoint, we were like really ingrained within the climbing community, like outdoorsy people, and then that just kind of expanded.
Yeah. I mean, in that spirit, like, post those 3 days to get rid of the inventory, like, were those the darkest days? Like,
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Because of the pandemic, we lost a majority of our revenue coming from B2B, right? Like because we were,
retail.
Sweet
and
Green
retail.
shut down.
Yeah.
Everybody,
We didn't have an online presence.
And that was what percent of revenue?
That was 95% of it.
Holy shit.
We lost 95% in a week of our revenue recurring. And we were like, okay, are we going to fold? Are we going to declare bankruptcy? And, given our, I don't know if it's tenacity, grit, or just being stupid, but we decided to just keep going for it. And then that's when we fully transitioned into e-commerce.
And what he actually means by that is like we packed up all our stuff and we moved down to Apopka, Florida. It's like 50 minutes west of Orlando, nowhere you ever want to be. And we were there for a year building greenhouses.
I kid you not, right across from our nursery is a nice, beautiful Confederate flag waving in the wind.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's a fun place.
It was a very
Come visit.
Yeah.
I mean, so many instances. There was one night where we walked into a bar, and from across the room, this woman literally yells, "Hey, look, Asians!"
everyone just looked at us at the bar and we're like, hey.
And I was like, "That's us. How's it going?" So it was like, that kind of environment, and coming from a place where we're deeply, rooted and have a huge community in.
Totally.
We had nothing and no one. So Whole Foods was home.
Yeah. Drive 50 minutes to Orlando, go to Whole Foods once a week. That was like the highlight of the week.
Stop.
No joke.
Like, how do you guys do it? Like, what makes this duo work?
Luckily, we're very complementary. Like, we joke around that he's left brain, I'm right brain. We make one whole brain.
We got one brain leading this company.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, we have very distinct roles within our company, so there's no like moments of clashing. Like when we do come together, it's very collaborative for brainstorming high level strategies and execution.
Yeah.
So there aren't really, any moments where we're like, man, fuck you, I quit.
We depend on each other a lot.
Yeah.